Super 3 guys.
Okay. Hey, Ron, I want to start with you. And I was real impressed with Jacob Young in this practice. Has he been like that every practice, or what kind of leap forward have you seen from him this season?
Yeah, Jacob did a tremendous job this summer working on his game and improving in every little bits and piece that he could. And, he came back not a different player, but like a much better version of himself. JY has the ability to get off like that every practice. When he just puts his mind to it and he just wants to, he can do it.
And I have a question for Myles, if I could. Myles is there, right? What's up, Myles?
Oh.
So you're going head to head against Big Cliff in practice. What's that been like, and what have you seen from him so far? And how does he compare to how you came in as a freshman?
Definitely going against Cliff every day is going to help me in the long run. Cliff is probably one of the most athletic centers I've played against in a while. He just sprints the floor. He jumps out the gym, and it's definitely going to make us better. And I feel like I push him and he pushes me. So, I think it's going to help in the Big Ten, especially. Me and him are going to be like two of the biggest people, and we practice against each other every day, so we're going to be ready for anything.
Thanks.
We'll take James Kratz next, and then we'll go Jake Schmid after him.
Hey guys, for all three of you, I just asked the other group, what's it been like this whole process, basketball aside, to be on campus where no one's really there? How much of a sacrifice has it been? How tough has it been? I guess, was there ever a point where you thought, hey, maybe this isn't even worth it?
Not really, being on campus, we were just grateful to have the opportunity to come back to school, come compete with each other. So we take it as a blessing. We got to sacrifice every day, every weekend. We got to be safe and navigate COVID. We got to get through this the safest way possible. But at no point I've never thought, is this really worth it? Because, at the end of the day, these my brothers. I go to war for these guys. I just can't wait to compete again and take back what was taken from us last March.
Same thing what Ron said. It was worth it. Basketball is something we love to do, and we all love each other. So as long as we get to compete with each other every day and just navigate COVID and just being smart, everything's worth it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. These are my friends right here. So pretty much these are people I would normally be with anyway, regardless if it was school or not. So, I'm fine. Never really would think of regret it in any way.
I'll go to Jake Schmid next.
Yeah, a question for Ron. What's it really been like working with Oscar and really seeing, stretching the floor? We saw you playing the 2 and 3 a little bit last season too.
Working with Oscar's been great. A guy that got here last January, so we got a head start on all the other freshmen. When all this COVID started, he came home with me and we was getting workouts in and lifting together. So watching Oscar's progress has kind of been like, it's been cool for me. He can stretch the floor like nobody else on our team. If you leave him open, it's going in. So it's just the bottom line. Like, these guys right next to me can tell you like times in practice where he's made big shots. Like he's not afraid to take that big shot and he'll make it. He's gonna surprise a lot of people, and he's gonna take the Big Ten by storm, just like I expect him to.
We'll go next, Bobby Darren. Bobby.
I have a question for Ron. I know after the George Floyd thing, you were pretty outspoken about making change, social justice, and that stuff. Do you guys have anything planned for the future, and what's kind of the status of that?
In the locker room, we definitely have stuff planned, and we're definitely talking to each other every day to try to resolve, but just bring change among us. Bring positive energy among us. I'm not gonna get into the detail about like the stuff we plan on doing, but like there's definitely stuff brewing in the locker room about stuff we can do to the community for the community.
I guess, how much did that bring you guys closer together, going through, planning this stuff and making change?
It brought us a lot closer because it's a touchy subject for a lot of people, and I'm just thankful to have a team that's always behind us. I'm sure like everybody on the team's on the same page, and even like dudes like Daniel, like Paul, Luke, they're all like, we just all want to support you and we all want to be there for what you guys want to stand for, and we're all with you 100%. That just goes to brotherhood, and that just goes to the relationship we have with each other and the people around us, that like this is one family. We're all on the same page, and like when it comes to these sensitive issues and topics, like we're not afraid to talk to them among each other, because we all know that we all care about each other's feelings and opinions.
We'll go next, Aaron Brightman with a question.
Hey guys, this is for all three of you. This time last season, you all firmly believed that you would make the NCAA tournament. Obviously, with everything that happened at the end of last year, How has that affected the team's mindset this year? And how much, has it added to kind of that chip on your shoulder of wanting to continue to prove the doubters wrong?
We're hungry, we're hungry because everybody on the team, we're a lot of under-recruited guys, underrated guys. That chip on our shoulder, it just got even bigger when they canceled the tournament because they canceled something that we've been working our whole lives for, like to prove people wrong and to prove that we could do it. And, that just got taken away from us. And everybody in the locker room remembers that feeling. And the freshmen last year, they wanted to watch us play in March Madness too. So they're just all hungry. The streak grew 1 year older, and we're just excited to break it.
We all hungry. Everybody's working every day. Positive energy in the locker room. That's something we talk about every day in practice. So we just hungry, and we want to get to the tournament this year.
Definitely the mindset of, last season we made the tournament. I don't think anything has really changed. We still have the mindset we're going to make the tournament just as we would any other season. And I feel like even now, especially since we really did make it last season, and we could do it again this season with the same exact team and same mindset, and we even added way more people. So I just think we're coming into this season with the same mindset that we had when they ended it in the Big Ten tournament.
We'll take Brian Fonseca next, and then JP after him.
Hey guys, this is for all three of you. I'm sure you've been following the saga with Seton Hall and the scheduling issues. I guess just what are your overall thoughts on that? And how disappointing would it be to not play that game if it doesn't happen, considering how big it is in New Jersey basketball?
I got it. I personally, I'm not from Jersey, so it's just another game to me. If we play, we play. If we don't, we don't. We gonna win regardless.
Same thing Myles said. I'm not from Jersey, so if we play them, we play them. If we don't, we don't. But it would be nice to play them just for like the state of New Jersey because it's a big rivalry game.
As a Jersey kid, like that game's important to me, but at the end of the day, it's just another game. It's just another chance to compete. We're gonna have a lot of chances like that. So if we don't play the game, we don't play the game. If we play the game, great. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna try to get a win. We're gonna expect to win like we expect to win every game.
We'll go next, JP.
For Ron and Montez, obviously the rack has just been known, and you guys have really brought it back for just the raucous home court advantage. How do you deal with not really having that this year? How do you kind of make up for that as players? I know you guys have talked about how it's kind of helped push you over the top sometimes.
Not having the fans, it definitely sucks and it definitely hurts, but we have a responsibility to those fans to keep the rack just how it was last year and to hold that home court advantage and to play well at the rack. And we just got to hold the fans down at the end of the day because, it sucks that they won't be able to be here, but we got to do this for them and for ourselves.
Not having fans suck. Man, we love our fans, but at the end of the day, to me and to all of us, it's just basketball. And we just going to go out there and compete with fans or no fans. So I'm just ready to compete this season and try to get as much wins as we can.
We'll take a question from Jerry Carino and then Dom.
He's on mute.
Jerry, if you could unmute yourself, please.
Check out again. Sorry, boys. New world. Ron, do you like the idea of crowd noise being piped in? I'm sure you watched, you saw it in the NBA games, you've seen it in NFL games. What do you think of that concept? It sounds like that's probably going to happen.
It's definitely a cool concept, especially with the fans not being there, the cardboard cutout stuff that you see at arenas or like in football stadiums across the nation, crowd noise being implemented, it would be cool, but like all that crowd noise, you're still going to look around and it's going to be a majority empty gym. So, just like Tess said, at the end of the day, it's basketball. We're going to go out there and compete, but it's definitely going to be in a different environment than ever before.
We'll take one from Dom.
Hey, Ron, this one's for you. Coach said earlier he thinks you guys can score a little bit better this year. If the offense improves this year, who do you think it'll come from, or what do you think that'll come from?
I don't think it'll come specifically from one person. If the offense improves, you can just tell in practice is different. I don't think we've ever made this many open shots. I don't think we've made plays like this for our teammates ever. I think as a collective group, we all got in the gym and we all improved on our jump shot, our passing, and our offensive skill set. We're just excited to bring that all together as a collective group against a team and, see what we can do on the offensive end.
We can go James Cratch next.
Ron, you've talked about how something got taken away from you in March. I'm just curious, is there a certain little part of you that's just never going to get over the fact that happened to you guys? The rug got pulled out for you that way?
At the beginning, I thought it's something I never get over, but it just eats me alive to do it again. So I'd like to say I'm over it and I'm on to the next page and I'm on to the next chapter. I'm just excited for this season. I just want to do it all over again. I want to do it better this time.
I have time for one more question if somebody wants to jump in.
Ron, I guess just thoughts on Paul Mulcahy's development. He looks a lot bigger, faster. Just what have you thought about his development over the offseason?
Paul's a relentless worker. He's a gym rat, so he was definitely in the gym during COVID season. He was definitely getting his work done early, and he just improved a ton. He's in the gym every day, all the time. You're walking into the APC, and you always see him, and he's working his tail off, and he's become a much better player. And he's going to be a great piece for this team.
Bobby, was that you wanted to get one more in there? Guys, appreciate you, Ron, Montez, Myles. Appreciate you guys taking the time today. We'll let you guys get out of here.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.